We don't know who we are. Let's look at this. We still identify Israel. Identify. This chapter right here going to make sure you're going to understand who Israel today.
Right.
We're going to start with verse 1. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Wait a minute, pause there. There's a lot was said in that verse, but most people skip over it. He said, it shall come to pass if. That means that if you do this, I will do that. If you don't do this, I will do that. We don't understand what is that and this is. You got to do something for God for him to bless you. And also you do something to God for him to curse you. He said to do what? All his commandments. That's what these Sunday churches don't tell you. Any more than just 10. That's just the foundation. Go ahead.
To do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Are we sitting on high on all nations of the earth? So what they tell you? We ain't doing them. That's why we still in the ghettos. That's why we still struggling right now. Because we ain't teaching the law. He said, I will be a little sanctuary to you in the land of your enemy if you do my law. But guess what? We too busy trying to be like the nations. Too busy. Go ahead.
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee.
Yes, sir.
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
He said, hearken me, listen. Listen. Well, all the brother always say he didn't have ears to hear. A lot of people got ears out here, but they can't hear. They just suffer through it. Mama said come to the Bible, said they suffer through it. Daddy said come to the Bible, said suffer through it. Wife said come to the Bible, study, suffer through it. Dad, husband said come to the Bible, suffer through it. I just do this for 2 hours and I go back doing what I want to do. Out of sight, out of mind. You deserve to go to hell if you think like that. And you're going.
You're right, bro.
You suffer through this, you better know what this is. Go ahead.
Blessed shall thou be in the city. Blessed shall thou be in the field.
Are we blessed? No, keep going.
Blessed shall thou be fruitful of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground,
Yes, sir.
and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Yes, sir.
Blessed shall thy be, blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shall thou be when thou cometh in. Blessed shall thou be when thou goeth out.
So evidently, we must not be following this. It all stems from doing these commandments. Blessed if you do this. Blessed if you do that. That's why I tell people, read the #1 verse first. Because a lot of these people inside these Sunday churches, they go all the way to the blessings. But they don't understand the contrary. It's like Israel today, when they go buy a car, oh yeah, he gonna finance your man down there. It gonna take you 10 years to pay it off. They're gonna give you 23% interest rate. 10 years? At $300, how much is that? And the car was worth $8,000. They pay for the car 5 times. But that's our problem. We don't start from the beginning to read the fine print. We just start looking. They look good, they look good, she look good. He looks, oh, okay. They ain't even analyzing by the law. First and foremost. Jump down to verse 13. Verse 13. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall make thee the head, and not the tail. And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearkenest unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them.
He keep putting that little small word in there. If you do this, which is my law, I will bless you. But people say, man, I don't know about that, Jeff. I got some cars, I got some money, I got all this stuff, man. How you saying blessed? Because your blessing is not talking about materialism. Don't confuse gain with godliness. your blessing is talking about salvation. And you can have some of them things. If your blessing causes you to break the Sabbath, causes you to break his holy day, causes you to break the dietary day, causes you to break all that law, there ain't no blessing. Your blessing is a counterfeit. It's a counterfeit. Just like them Jews in the land today, they are counterfeits, imposters. Listen to what he say here. Go ahead. He said, if you do something, which is obey my law, I'm going to do this for you. But there's a flip side to it. Go ahead. 14.
And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to observe them.
Well, we sure going after them other gods. Watch how they go after them other gods. This month, Valentine's Day, going after the little baby cherubim angel. What his name is? Cupid. Yeah, Cupid. Cupid is shot into the air. I love my wife even more on this day. I love my girlfriend even more on this day. Cupid, the little so-called little baby angel. Ain't no such thing as that. Read history and find out where all that crap came from. Going after the mother gods.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
listen to this. Go ahead.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said, if you don't do these commandments, all these curses. Let's see if they fit us. Go ahead.
Cursed shall thou be in the city. Cursed shall thou be in the field. Cursed shall thy basket and thy store.
Do anybody want to move in the ghetto? To buy property in the ghetto? Do anybody want to spend all their money in the ghetto? That place they try to avoid. And most people that are in the ghetto right now, they trying to get out of it too. I'm not downgrading anybody. This is how you identify Israel. Oh, it much more than just living in the ghetto. It's a whole lot more. You're going to see it's a whole lot more. We curse as a nation. But he said, I'll be a little sanctuary to you if you obey my laws. Go ahead.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep.
Cursed shall be the fruit of your body. What are you talking about, the fruit of your body? And cursed shall you be in the field. Oh, I should have started the video. I'm going to get into it. I got to show you a visual. This is what he's talking about, curse in the field.
Oh, Lord.
What we used to do right here?
Great.
Picking cotton. And the cotton field still here. You know what the cotton field is? It's the plantation. What they call P&G? Oh, we got to go to the plant. Yeah. What them basketball players here? They still on the field too. They still on the field of basketball, the field of football. They still on the field. We still on them fields right now. This is what he's talking about here. Go ahead.
You want to drop down to verse 20?
Oh, go back and read verse 18 again.
Okay. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep.
What do you mean cursed be the fruit of your body? Your kids. Kids. Look at this slave master right here. He got this boy they probably told him just like Emmett Till, persecutor, came out and said he didn't rape her. He didn't do anything to her. She came out and wrote a book. Y'all know who Emmett Till is, right? The little boy they killed because the white woman said he looked at her and whistled her. He killed him. Now she came out and said he didn't do it. She want to write a book now about it and make money. Yeah, it's all like that. But look at the picture. You got an Israelite boy right here about to get lynched, and his mother and father stand on the side. They can't do nothing. This is like when the cops want to pick your kid up. You can't do nothing. You paralyzed. Who is this reminding you of? It ain't the Jews in the land over there. Them jokers rich. Beyond measure. Go ahead, brother. Where we at now?
Verse 19.
Jump out of verse 20.
The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, in all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do.
Yes, sir.
Until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me.
He said, the Lord shall send upon you cursing or vexation, rebuke. They rebuked us back in the day. Learn some history. You had colors, no colors allowed. You had a white wine water fountain, and you had a black water fountain. This is the rebuke right here. You can even go into a restaurant and say, I want to sit down and eat. No, boy, you go behind the store. We got something right there for you.
That's right. I
don't even see why them black folk don't want to eat in the restaurant. It don't matter what they eat. But this is what he's saying about cursing or rebuke. Right here. A lot of this stuff. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Verse 21. The Lord shall make the pestilent cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land.
Yes, sir.
Whether thou goest to possess it.
When he talking about pestilence, he talking about diseases, man. Diseases. Go ahead.
The Lord shall smite thee with the consumption, and with the fever, and with an inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish.
This is what happened to us. When he said, the Lord shall smite thee with pestilence, and also say consumption. Black people at the top of every disease list.
That's the truth.
Every disease list. Why? Because we break the dietary law. We got deadly diseases. People are like diabetes, asthma, sarcoidosis, meaning they're talking about lung disease. That's what Bernie Mac died of. His lungs got hard and he died. He couldn't breathe no more. Cancer, high blood pressure, kidney disease, strokes, HIV and AIDS. Why? Because we breaking the law. And guess what? It hits us 7 times more than the other nation. And you saying these people eat this pork all day long, smoke cigarettes, drink all this soda all day long, nothing happened to them. They ain't got the curse on them like us. It's the curse. Keep going. Where we at? 23?
23, yes.
Go ahead.
And thy heavens that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron.
He said our heaven shall be brass. My brother pointed it out. Also, that means talking about the dirt, the ground. We can't plant that and grow up right. Look at the black farmers. They almost got to file insurance claim every year because their ground can't grow good. It don't grow good. And they don't understand why. Mainly because you ain't got resources to do it, but you're still trying to do what they do. They barely look crop. But it don't work good for us like the other nations. It don't. And I'm talking about, we're going to look at that too. We're talking about your heaven should be as brass and the floor should be as iron. That's also talking about the jails too. Jump down to verse 30. We're just looking at all these curses that identify who Israel is. These jokers ain't going through this like we going through it. Them Jews in the land over there, they own movie production, they own the Wall Street, they own all this money. They own Hollywood. How are they the real Jews? They don't line up. These are the curses to identify God's people. Verse 30, go ahead.
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
Yes, sir.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt gather, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
He said, thou shalt betroth a wife, meaning that you have a wife. Well, guess what? If master needs some big slang, he see that I'm big, and this other lady's big, he don't care if I got a wife. He's a little boy, I want you to go out there, I want you to sleep with that girl right there. I want you to make me some big babies. Y'all some big bone people. I want y'all to make me some. But that's my wife over there. You want either you do it or you die. This is what happened. You watch 12 years of slavery. This was going on. The vineyard, they farming for this white man. Who has this happened to? Us, Israel, the so-called Negroes all over the world. But they won't tell you this is outside the churches because they want you to keep coming with that money because this is too sad for them. This ain't sad, this is knowledge. Read that again.
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
Yes, sir.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
This is what happened. Keep going.
Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes.
Verse 32, excuse me. Jump down to verse 32. We can't read them all, but we try to touch a lot of them. You go back and read it for yourself. 32, go ahead.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Yes, sir.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
That goes on. Went on a lot. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another nation. In slavery, if your son was a goodly boy, a goodly girl, oh, they selling her. Oh, they selling him. Because master, for your young girl that's pretty, and she looking good, oh, he need a bed wench. Because he needs somebody to sleep with at night. And he gonna do that. This stuff goes on. And they sold their children to other nations. How you think you got your last name? Y'all from the William plantation, the Chambers plantation, Jones plantation, Brown plantation. All of God's people name was Israel. We got that name. That's why you notice no last names in the Bible. Because all these prophets were named Israel. It was a known. But they just said they're going to cut us off from being a nation. This is what goes on. This young black girl was sold to her master. She needed a girl around the house to cook and clean. And your dog's smart. That's why a lot of these slaves used to tell their kids, don't be out getting smart now. Stop doing that. Don't write. Don't do nothing like that. If they see you got some type of smart, oh, they're going to get you. They always say, well, master, she dumb. She don't know what she's doing. Try to keep them close to her. Because if they find out she's smart and she can do things well, they're going to take them from all the way from 5 to 10. Go ahead, brother.
33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up. And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away.
What nation is that? The fruit of your land, a nation. Look at it. There they go right now. The Ku Klux Klan. The nation that came over here, those are your Gentiles. They part of that crop of Nebuchadnezzar's sons, which most people understand that the Gentiles are going to run this land until Jesus gets back. So stop trying to fight for civil rights. Stop trying to fight for all these little different rights. They're going to be the same way. You better be fighting for God to do these laws so he can have a little sanctuary for you. This is what he said right here. Read that again. The fruit of your land and all the labor shall a nation which thou knowest not eat it up. What nation is that? All of them. All of them had parts of us. Not just the white man, the Arabs too. All of them. Africans, especially African, I'm glad God did put us on these white folks. The African don't care nothing about you. And you claim to be African American. Man, those are some of the worst slave masters ever. At least the white man gave us a little bit. Some Africans over there, read history, how they used to persecute and kill and do all these things to Negroes. Because they knew who you were. You weren't like them. You don't look like them. Understand that. What verse we at?
We're at the bottom of 33. You
Okay.
You want to finish reading 33?
Go 36.
The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And thou shalt thy serve other gods, wood and stone.
We know these nations of people when they came to Africa, where they came and got us at. That's why we had to flee to Africa, trying to hide. Guess what? The African gave you up. When he talking about wood and stone, what he talking about? We're going to see in a minute. We know these gods. This God of the cross that they got on these churches. This God right here on the right, which is the Kaaba stone, which is the Muslim had to take a pyramid to Jerusalem. It's 3 rocks, meteors that they put a box behind. These folks talking about they are Muslim. Well, you about dumb as a doorknob, you can follow Farrakhan. That joker would not tell the truth, and he knows that we are Israelites, but he's still taking the Muslim religion. Then he talking about Buddha. Then he talking about these are the gods of the Africans right here. All of them. And most of your sororities and fraternities got these symbols, man, the alphas. It's so much paganism inside this world, you wouldn't even know it if you don't read the book. That's right. And most of all, you won't definitely won't know it if Israel don't show it to you. This is what the book's talking about. Go ahead. Where we at?
Verse 37.
Uh-huh.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
What are you talking about? A proverb and a byword among all the nations. What all the nations call us? Niggas, coons, pork monkey, jigaboos. Remember that movie School Days? Them light-skinned so-called Israelite, the black girl called them other girl with kinky hair. Oh, y'all jigaboos. Messed up. He ain't talking about Tar Baby. I got that all my life.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Me too.
See, this is stuff they give us. This is stuff they give us. If you read them old movies like Tom and Jerry, every time they show a black person, how they show them? Big head, dark, real dog, with big lips and teeth, all that stuff. They making fun of you, but we watching this, but we ain't got eyes to see it.
That's right.
This is what it is. Are they saying anything about Jews in the land today? No. They respect them because they got money. And most of all, the people in this land give them money. Y'all won't fool me to give them some money one time, because I thought they were the chosen piece of people. Listen to the white Gentile preacher. Because I want to bless it. But just to know my people right here in this land, I should have been blessed. Where are you at? 37?
Yes.
Jump down to verse 43. Go ahead.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
What are strangers? The Latinos, the Puerto Ricans, the Indians, they come over here, they give them tax-free for 5 years. They give them all these different types of, don't help me out right now, help me out. They give them all kinds of different types of government assistance. Only thing gonna give you a government assistance is give you some food stamps or something else. Because they don't want you to get up to being profitable. These jokers ain't got no credit, but they are immigrant. So they get these tax credit. They get all this stuff. When we been on this land, we built this land on our ancestors' back. But you don't know that. Because them dumb preachers inside of the church are too scared to tell you. Because they want you to make you feel good. They're feeling good to me. I can handle this now. Because when I went out into the world, I was thinking like, man, why these people always against us? Why we can't never come up? But when I read these scriptures, I understand why. We ain't got the passcode, which is the law. If you want to prosper a little bit, you got to have the law. People don't understand that. Go ahead, brother.
44.
You're into this thing, ain't you?
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.